We're cooking one of my all-time favorites this week on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways in our front yard. On the menu, pad thai. So stick around.
I think they're done, hon.
Well, this is our last one of camping on our front porch because it's hot.
Well, it's not hot today, though.
No, it's not. I'm in long
today.
sleeve. It's gorgeous.
Finally got
We could have
cooled
went
off.
camping this weekend, but we had some other stuff to
Yeah,
do.
local stuff.
Local stuff that we didn't want to miss. So we're going hopefully camping next weekend.
Yep, we got reservations, so.
But we're
probably
fixing one of my favorite.
Sunday night dinner.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
And this is
all-time
actually a
favorites.
recipe that you fixed for me probably early on when we were dating.
Yeah, I
So,
remember what
really
Daryl
good.
said.
Oh, yeah. It's can be spicy. What is it?
It's called chicken pad thai. I got this recipe, at least the dish, the first time I had it, was I worked for a lady by the name of Mayuri. Can't remember what her last name was, at the Y Eatery in Champaign, Illinois. Champaign-Urbana.
Yeah.
And she fixed it, and I just absolutely fell in love with it, and I had to come up with a recipe. It's not quite like hers. It don't taste quite like hers. It's uniquely ours.
Pretty close, though,
But
as far as you know.
it calls for cilantro, and guess what?
We don't put that in it.
We don't
like
put
that
that
for
in
some
there.
reason.
It gives a nasty
But
taste.
if you've never had pad thai, if you ever did end up someplace that's going to a Thai restaurant or Thai food, then this is probably the most common and easy one that you would probably like. It's a noodle dish with rice noodles
yeah,
and
with
chicken.
rice noodles.
And
Now, it can be spicy.
Yeah.
We tone it down a bit. We hope Leslie will eat this.
yeah,
I don't know if she likes it or not.
it's got a lot of your Asian flavors in
Yeah.
it. So if you like Asian food, I'm sure you'll probably like pad thai.
So we're going to get our fire lit and regroup and start cooking. It won't take long.
Yeah, it comes together pretty quick. So, all right, we'll be back. Well, in case you haven't seen this before, we're using this rack. Kind of hard to see it in our fire pit, but this is really handy. It's made by Lodge, and you can build your fire up around it. You can lay it down flat like this, or you can actually set it up and get taller above the fire, and you can put a grill on it or a rack on it, and we'll show you in a minute, because we're going to be using the Lodge Cook-It-All to cook this pad thai. So if you're not familiar, I've been probably a couple years ago now. We did a couple of dishes. We used it when we were cooking out. Maybe we'll tie a link to them in the description. But we used the top of the Cook-It-All for one dish and made pancakes and things. And then we also used the Cook-It-All itself, kind of like a wok. So that's what we're going to use it basically, kind of like the same thing.
We also baked cookies, didn't we?
Yes, that's right. We did.
We did chocolate or store-bought frozen cookies.
Yeah, some chocolate chip ones. We were
Ones
camping
that
down at
Eric
Arrow
had,
Rock State Historic Site. Yeah.
He'd taken a big bite out of cramming that, hadn't he?
Oh, yeah. So, okay, we're going to be right back. Fire's going. And what do you think, Angel? Are we about ready to get started?
Well, here shortly, yeah. We
Okay.
want the Cook-It-All to warm up real good.
All right. So.
I've already diced up some halfway froze chicken. Let's see if my wok is done. I'm gonna make Wade do the frying of the turkey. You need ground turkey in this. As most of you know, I am allergic to shellfish. Shrimp specifically. So this recipe calls for shrimp, and it's good in it. I've had it. Now, it does not call for what I'm about to add right now. Chicken has got to have some seasoning in it, and I like seasoned salt.
Yeah, we both do.
And some pepper. Now, I put sesame oil in this to begin with. I kind of only want the chicken to have the sesame oil flavor. So we're going to be back when this chicken is totally cooked. Step 2. Okay, Wade, come down here and look. That chicken don't have a bit of pink in it. And as much as I am a proponent of one pot dishes, we got to put the stuff that we're cooking separate, because it all cooks at different temperatures. Next up, we're going to add ground turkey. Ooh, it spit on me. Wade had to go hunt for a trash bag that went flying away. Now, Wade, I'm going to go wash my hands. I want you to break that up for me a bit.
Give me your spoon that we were using a minute ago on the chicken.
And I need you to put some seasoned salt in it too.
Okay, I'll break this up real quick. He didn't say it, but we're going to add pepper too. Little black pepper can go anything. Give it a good stir while it's cooking.
You know one thing about it, honeys, when you're cooking with poultry, any kind of poultry, if you get it on your hands, you really need to wash them with soap and water.
Yep, you're right.
So we're going to be back in a minute when this is done cooking and totally not pink. So we'll be right back.
All right. Moisture's cooked out of it, Angel. I think you're right. I think it's done, isn't it?
Yep, stop a minute. You got something on your hand that don't want the food. Oh, okay.
Yep. Got it?
Yep. I didn't do so good getting the chicken out, so Wade's going to do the turkey. Now, you could put tofu in this. You could put turkey. You could put shrimp. My suggestion is a little shrimp or jumbo if you like it. I've never done it with pork or beef. Probably pork could be the better option because it's the other white meat.
Yeah, you're right.
That's good, hon.
Okay.
Don't have to have it all out. All right, now.
All right.
Here, you take this. The rest of this comes together pretty quick. I'm gonna add a little bit more, just oil. Now, the recipe doesn't call for this, but I particularly like it with a little bit of vegetables in there.
Yeah, I do too.
Not very many.
And what was that?
That was the,
Cabbage?
well, it was cabbage, but it's coleslaw mix. It's got more stuff than just cabbage in it.
Yeah.
It's got some carrot and different kinds of cabbage. So, we're gonna let that cook a minute.
Done.
That fire's a little warm, dear.
And what kind of noodles are these, huh? So
These are rice noodles that I made the package directions. because they are brown rice noodles. So, and they are toward the end. Now we start combining. You see how that cabbage looks like it's been sweated a bit? Now I'm gonna put my meat back in there, get it all stirred up. Now, we live in the Midwest, we live in rural Midwest, we couldn't find just plain old beef sprouts. So we got a can of mixed Chinese vegetables. That's the closest we could get. Oh, our noodles got stuck in the bottom. Ooh, that's hot. And yes, Leslie, I guess that's how it cooks. Now, this is an easy pad thai. So it does have peanuts in the sauce. I'm linking, or I'm hopefully showing this sauce toward the side.
If not, we'll link it in the bottom, or I'll put it at the end of the video, right?
Or all of the above.
Yeah.
Woo, that fire's hot.
Makes a pretty good hot fire to do stir fry, hon.
Yeah, it does. Here, why don't you stir for a bit? Let me get the other one.
Give me the other spoon and I'll do both.
Okay. Can we slink out a little bit of that? All right, that's good. We like this Cook It All for this. We've cooked a homemade box meal out of it, right? Cheeseburger, macaroni and cheese.
Yep.
Maybe one of these days we'll cook that for you.
Woo.
Yeah.
Party
see?
buddy.
Okay, now. Can you do dual duty? Take a break from that. I'm gonna add the last ingredient. You could do chopped nuts, but I like my nuts left whole. Peanuts. And oh, Wade's got smoke in his eye. The joys of cooking over an open fire. It said lime. We like lemon juice. A good squirt of that. Let me see them stirring sticks. And guess what, dear?
Dinner is served.
Dinner is served. We're going to show you how we serve it up after we take it off of this hot fire. Fact is, Wade, let's show them how we do that. This Cook It All comes with these two neat little handles. You stick them underneath there, and you can lift it right off. Go ahead and set it down there on the ground, hon. We'll be back in just a minute. Add more peanuts. Oops.
Squeeze it, fresh lemon juice.
Yep, and I found a seed.
How to blend in with the peanut, maybe we won't know.
I think we will. And there you go.
Look at that.
We're gonna enjoy. Did you get your squeeze of lemon on there?
Yes, I did.
Oh, let's try it.
Perfect.
It is good. Well, normally we'd be saying that about does it for this weekend getaway, but we're gonna try something different to end this. Wade's gonna have to clean the cook-it-all after we eat. So he's gonna show you how to do
How to
that.
do that, but we can probably insert that in there and go ahead and close, couldn't we?
Could we? Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
my mouth's full. Now, this has got some heat to it. It's the sriracha that does it. We like ours a little spicy, as Daryl well knows. He didn't like it the first time I fixed it because I roasted him from the inside out. So you put less sriracha in there. I'll put what the recipe says for sriracha. I added about 3 times more. So,
a little
anyhow.
bit spicier, yeah.
So we hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. Tell us what different ethnic foods you fix.
Or maybe what's your favorite one of each one, you know, whether it's your
Yeah.
favorite Thai dish or maybe Japanese or whatever. Maybe we'll try some. We're always looking for new recipes, so if you find something like that that you already like, send it to us and we'll try it out maybe on future videos.
Yeah. So we thank you for watching and we'll see you next week. Hopefully camping.
All right, yep. Hopefully
That's
we'll.
the plan.
All
isn't it?
righty. Bye, everybody.
Well, honey,
It's time to clean up this Dutch oven. Or actually, it's not a Dutch oven, it is the cook-it-all. But it's cast iron, so we would clean it the same way we would be cleaning any of our Dutch ovens, anything cast iron, skillets, Dutch ovens. Cook-it-all doesn't make any difference, cast iron, you clean it up the same. So let me go get it, and we'll get it on the fire and get this thing cleaned up. All right, get it on fire. Now, I cheated. I went in the house and got some hot water to make this process a little bit easier. Start off with some hot water in the skillet. Cook it all, whatever it might be. Now, if you look here, we're using this really handy, fairly inexpensive plastic little scrub brush. Really works good. And you just start stirring that around on the sides. You don't have to fill it all the way up, as you can see I didn't do that. But you can start splashing the water up as it starts to heat up. And you can get your sides and everything clean. You don't have to, like I say, you don't have to take a lot of water. Especially when you're out camping, because sometimes water is a premium, so you can't just use lots and lots of water.
yeah, there's
Cleaning
two things
things
that are hard on your cast iron, aren't there, honey?
That's right, anything sweet, sugar-based, and especially anything that's tomato-based, the acid in the tomato. So we'll just keep stirring it around, keep scrubbing it, so we get all that stickum stuff off. I didn't bring it, but this has got kind of a little piece on there that's hard plastic. It's not very wide, but you can always use a plastic little scrub if you had some that's stuck pretty good. You can kind of scrape out some of them. Doing this.
Water's looking mighty dirty, isn't
Mighty
it?
dirty, so, which is all right. That means we're doing a good job cleaning it. So what I'm going to do is I got more water. So if it gets pretty dirty, probably not a bad idea to dump this off and then heat up. Do it again, just a little bit to get some of the moisture out. All right, back on the fire. Looking pretty good.
It
not
does
bad.
look pretty good, doesn't it?
I think we'll put this a little bit more water. Do it one more time. Now, if you don't have to heat up hot water necessarily to do this, because you're doing it over the fire. You can do it over. If you're not doing it over the fire, you don't have a fire going. You can of course do it over your cook stove outside, your burner or whatever you have, or inside your burner, and heat the water up in there as you're on the burner. So you don't have to stop. All right, I think we got it. One more batch over here. I'll be right back and we'll get this thing finished. Okay, now, you notice it's still wet. We're just gonna go ahead and put it back on the fire. Let it finish drying. And it's wet, you don't want to put it away wet. That's the first easy
Or
way to get
hot,
rough.
either one, do you?
Nope. Now, if you notice down in there, it's not got much shine to it. So, we're gonna fix that. When you're done cooking and you get it clean and dry, it should be black and shiny. It's not shiny. So, now you don't need to overdo it, so we're just gonna put a tiny bit of oil, probably a tablespoon is gonna do it.
Oop, that'll do. Maybe even a little bit much there.
Well, we can put on the outside. And then you can just get your paper towel. Works good, kind of fold it up. And then you're gonna start in there and just work it all around in your Dutch oven or your piece of cast iron, in this case the cook it off. And you want it all black and shiny. You don't want a lot in there, so leave it swimming in there, because then it's going to be more apt to get rancid on you if you heat it up tight. And we can always go around and do the outside. Now we got one more thing I want to do. Let me grab this lid lifter. And then
Hot
we'll pick it
lifter.
up. And we're gonna go ahead and do the outside. The only bad thing about over the wood, you get some little bit of a blackness.
Show that over here again. That's soot, isn't it?
Soot, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt your cast iron. And we'll kind of do it. Wipe off most of that soot. It's a little bit cleaner when you're actually trying to put it away and handle it. You don't get so much all over you and the vehicle or wherever you're putting it in. As you can see there, Angel, black and shiny.
Black and shiny, that's the way we
That's
like
the
it.
things in it.